What you're asking about, Earth-based knowledge centers, are not just sacred sites or monuments. They're living energy points, terrestrial libraries, and resonance hubs where indigenous peoples align themselves with the natural, magnetic, and spiritual forces of the Earth. These were not random settlements. They were geomantically placed, astronomically aligned, and functionally designed for conscious evolution, interdimensional awareness, and ecological balance. What are Earth-based knowledge centers? When ultimately are natural or constructed sacred places where the frequency of the Earth is concentrated, where indigenous cultures received, taught, and encoded advanced sciences, astronomy, geometry, healing, memory, and cosmic law. Key attributes aligned with solstices, equinoxes, and star systems. Located on ley lines and magnetic nodes, constructed with resonant materials, quartz, limestone, granite, contain oral, architectural, or glyphic information systems, serve as portals for vision quests, healing, or timekeeping. 2. Major Earth-based knowledge centers of Turtle Island. 1. Cahokia, Illinois, largest pre-Columbian city north of Mexico, over 120 mounds, including Monk's Mound, aligned with the solar calendar. Was a spiritual university and economic hub. People traveled from distant nations to learn. Contains astronomical observatories, Woodhenge, and encoded solar-lunar relationships. Purpose: Earth cosmic harmonization, timekeeping, fertility sciences, and socio-political instruction. 2. Serpent Mound, Ohio, a 1,300-foot-long effigy of a serpent swallowing an egg, aligned to solstices, lunar cycles, and the constellation Draco. Built atop a geologically unique location with high magnetic anomalies, meteoric quartz, and underground water flows. Purpose: energy transformation, death rebirth ceremonies, celestial communion, and DNA activation. 3. Chaco Canyon, New Mexico, a stone city of harmonic architecture with precise alignments to the sun, moon, and stars. The ancestral Puebloans, not primitive, engineered ventilation systems, reservoirs, and observatories. Fajada Butte contains a sun dagger, marking solstices and equinoxes with light shafts. Purpose: deep initiatic science, sky lore observation, ceremonial journeying, sound resonance, and possibly interdimensional timing. 4. Mesa Verde and the Cliff Cities, Colorado, built in harmony with canyon acoustics and light paths. Multi-story cliff dwellings using golden ratios and sacred geometry, connected to other sites by invisible energy grids. Purpose: seclusion for spiritual retreats, preservation of knowledge during hostile times, memory keeping. 5. Ocmulgee Mounds, Georgia, part of the Mississippian culture's mound grid. Contains underground ceremonial earth lodges with compass-precise entrances. The floor is laid in a cosmic pattern resembling the cosmic turtle or solar cross. Purpose: earth womb initiation, council teaching, balance of the four directions. 6. Hopi Mesas, Arizona. 3 mesas form a perfect mirror of Orion's belt, like the Giza pyramids. Hopi villages are built on ley line intersections, and ceremonies synchronize with planetary movements. Prophetic petroglyphs speak of star nations, prior worlds, and earth cycles. Purpose: interdimensional cosmology, star memory preservation, ritual renewal of balance with nature. 7. Mount Shasta, California, sacred to numerous indigenous nations, Wintu, Karuk, Shasta. Known as an energy vortex often linked to ancient Lemurian memory, radiates telluric earth energy, especially in quartz-heavy zones. Purpose: crown chakra of Turtle Island, spiritual communication, and inner earth connection. Networks of energy, the indigenous ley line grid. Indigenous peoples were geosophically advanced. They understood Earth's grid, not just in physical terms, but spiritually and magnetically. Many of these centers align across great distances, often forming geometries like triangles, spirals, or five-pointed stars. Their spirit lines or song lines connect them like energetic arteries, through which ceremonial power, memory, and messages flow. This mirrors the Li lines of Europe, the dragon lines of China, the song lines of Aboriginal Australia. In Turtle Island, the ancestors walked the grid like priests of the land, singing it into balance. Ancient memory in the stone. These knowledge centers are not only external, they are interactive. The stones store memory like crystalline hard drives. The mounds and petroglyphs respond to vibration and sound. The land remembers rituals, frequencies, languages, and sacred mathematics. When you visit these sites with proper respect, they teach you. We didn't write it down. We built it. We danced it. We sang it into the stone. Modern colonial suppression. After colonization, many of these sites were destroyed, buried, or falsely labeled as primitive or unknown purpose. Academics called the builders vanished peoples, ignoring the living descendants like the Washita, Yamasee, Choctaw, Anishinaabe, Hopi, and Lakota. Others were repurposed into Christian sites, national parks, or museums, stripping them of spiritual function. But the people remember, the songs live, the stone waits.